So, self-sabotage. I might go into a few topics that seem unrelated at first, but let me assure you they're all intertwined. So, often self-sabotage is something that comes when we want to change our habits and we want to do something better for ourselves, and we're like, I want to eat healthy, then you go eat a batch of cookies or whatever your thing is. And here's the thing we have to keep in mind with self-sabotage, is that anything we consider to be self-sabotaging in some circumstances has kept us alive, has kept us going. Like, whatever we're indulging in that we don't want to be, whatever habit we're trying to change, it's really important that you're not in a fight, kill this well, for some people. I mean, some people it might work, but like, I find that if you're trying to get rid of a habit, to say, oh, I'm just going to kill this habit, and you end up replacing it with a new one really fast that you don't want either. And the reason you don't want it is because think of a fantasy story. Think of, or like Inception, the main character, they're trying to get the guy to let go of the company, and the way they do that is to have him find peace with the relationship he had with his father, his dying father. So I think of that, or some fantasy story like an old king. Like, your habit that you're engaging in that you don't want to engage in has been going on for so long that it's hurting your life. But yet it also saved your life at one point. It kept you doing whatever you needed to do, even if it was in escapist ways. There is some good thing about it. And so you have to look at this habit like this old king that's not ruling very well anymore, that's dying off, that there needs to be a renewal going on. And if you look at it as like a son who's jealous of his father, who wants to reign, or something like that, so he poisons him. Well, do you think that son is going to be a good ruler? Like, no. So think of the son, the prince, as the new habit, the king as the old habit, this self-sabotaging behavior you're wanting to get rid of. But like, if you just replace it with a new habit, no matter how healthy this habit seems, it's gonna become an addiction if it took its place too early and in unconscious ways, like poisoning the old habit for the new habit. And so you might relate this to addiction too. Like, you can't just replace addiction. Say, I'm going to stuff this down with this new thing I'm doing, and this new thing is healthy. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to yada, yada, yada. That's going to be as unhealthy. Like, I have known plenty of people who do healthy things in super unhealthy ways because they do it in this way. Because they're completely rejecting the past. They're not seeing how the old habit actually saved their life and served them. It's like burning a bridge with yourself. It's like a psychological autoimmune disorder that you're causing for yourself. You're like, you don't want to kill the part of yourself. You want to have a positive goodbye. Like in the KonMari method, you say, does this spark joy? And you're like, if it doesn't anymore, you gently let it go. Thank it for serving you. It's the same with habits. That's why you're self-sabotaging, is because you're not acknowledging what some behavior has actually done for you and gently saying goodbye to it and letting the new thing come into its reign in conscious ways.